I'm from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Tonight, I would like to talk to you about the solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus chakra is basically related to the sun. So think of yellow. So it's the sunshine, right? So we think about this area, if we think about sun and fire, heat that's needed to digest our foods. So solar plexus is, in case you don't know, about 1 hand's width above the belly button. So this area, very useful for action activities and really understanding ourselves in terms of what we're capable of or what we're feeling courageous about. And I thought I'd read to you something that I came across describing the solar plexus chakra that I thought would be useful for helping you understand what exactly this chakra is about. So here it is. The solar plexus chakra is a center of personal strength, learning, and comprehension. It guides you through life by creating a strong sense of self, setting personal boundaries, and building self-esteem and willpower. The ability to bring change into your life and the world is born within this chakra. So imagine that. The ability to bring change into your life and the world is born in this chakra. Now remember, for that strength, one would need a strong foundation, which we did with the root chakra. We'd need this sense of nurturing or pleasure that came from the solar plexus, because when we're nurtured and feeling pleasant and in that good space, we have enough courage that comes up into now the solar plexus chakra. And this is the area that when I'm speaking with clients, I often remind them that this is about energy that's coming from above us and below us joining at this region. And it really gives us a strong sense of an ability to do things. So, of course, part of the ability to do things is about courage, about willpower, about strength of conviction. It's still coming from love and compassion. And so I found, in terms of a mantra that people could use, or mantras that start with I can. So this mantra here said, I can decide and take actions. So a lot of people, you might have felt this at times in your life where you're feeling like I can't take a step, I don't know what to do, where there's that real uncertainty of which direction do I go in and where do I go? It's or what do I do or what do I say? Or what should I think about this? And all of that indecision comes from the solar plexus chakra not being so balanced. And so people will notice this in healthcare. So what should I do? They're not certain, or someone will tell them what to do and they'll do it, but they're not feeling good about it because it wasn't their own decision. Same thing is if someone is doing something for someone else because they want them to do it, and then the person obliges and does it, but it's not their own personal strength that feels like I want to do this. That's a whole different energy, right? When you feel like, okay, I should do this, or I have to do this, or it would be better if I do this. It's a very different energy than I choose to do this. I can do this, right? So this again, come back to the I can. And then I came across one term that's linked with the solar plexus too, and that's certainty. Certainty, the sense of certainty, where sometimes you want to think something, I think this way, and you're certain about it. This feels really right to me. Maybe you do research on it, maybe you talk to a number of people and you feel right about a thought process. And then you think about how you'd like to speak something, and it feels right to speak something. And sometimes you haven't even thought about it, but somehow the right words come from your mouth. And that's that certainty that, yeah, I just know this is right. And then finally, there's the action aspect, right? The certainty of action. So this certainty was actually described as the ability to trust events as they unfold rather than worrying about all the details. And you know that a lot of times when people are feeling in a space of stagnation or non-moving or uncertainty, they feel this sense of, what are the details? What would happen if this happens? What about that? What if that happens? I don't know if this will happen. And there's a lot of worry and anxiety in that space. And when there is no worry and anxiety, and this is not to say that there's absolutely no worry, period, but about a particular step, a person feels, I know that I'm not certain per se that this will work, but I'm certain that I need to do this. And that's a space where the solar plexus is actually very balanced. So you will know where you stand in this. I'd love for you to sit for 5 minutes after this video and just think about what kind of things do you feel really certain about. Maybe think about the last big step you've taken. Maybe you've spoken to the boss that you've been putting off for a while, and suddenly one day you thought, I need to say this to them. Or maybe it's a coworker that you think speaks too loud or takes up too much time in the meetings. Maybe it's a best friend who hasn't called for some length of time and you want to tell them that, I really miss talking to you. All of those things take that strength. Maybe it's a relationship where you're trying to say, I really like this about you. I really do not like when you do this. And that takes courage and it takes a strength of certainty. So that is a strong solar plexus chakra. So I hope that you will think for 5 minutes and just see what's the last big thing that you did that came from that gut feeling of certainty. I know I need to do this. And, usually in retrospect, it's very easy to think about those things where it's like, yeah, because things worked out right. But, sometimes things don't work out the way you intend, where it's like, if I do this, this will happen. So I'm doing it. I've got courage to do it. And you do it and it doesn't work out. And when there's the certainty, all it is I needed to do it and I did it. And that's a great feeling. So no matter which way things fall, it's that feeling of, I know I need to do this and I did it. That's it. And today, if you're thinking about something that you'd like to do, see if you can get yourself to that space of certainty, which is a fabulous feeling. And I hope you know that these these chakras, I should say, are actually really helping each other. As you can tell, once you build up the foundation, then you build up and build up and build up. And we're working as we're building up right to the crown chakra. So remember that if you have the strong foundation, you have the nurturing creativity, you have some pleasure, and then you come up to the solar plexus chakra, you will find much more strength for this section. So make sure you pay attention to the other two chakras that we've covered too. And today, just think about the solar plexus. I hope you have a fabulous day ahead. And I hope you remember, or evening ahead. I guess it's evening today when I'm doing this. But I hope you do remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great day, everyone. Evening.